welcome students. Today we have started the second part of this chapter, and here today we will discuss about the multiplication of fractions. How can we do this one? Yes, you have the basic ideas because you have done in the previous classes. Then also let's recall that part. Okay, suppose here you might have noticed on the board I have drawn two circles and 1/4 of each I have shaded. Okay, now I can present this one like if I am going to present this one in fractional form, I can write 1/4 plus 1/4. If you have asked how much has been shaded in out of two circles, so you can write it like that. Okay, and you can remember that addition can be presented in multiplication when we are going to repeat the same thing again and again. So it is that multiplication in that case can be told as that it is a repeated addition. So what you can write in this case, if you have asked to present this one in multiplication form, you can write, because 1/4 has been repeated for 2 times, so I can write it 2 into 1/4. Yes. So what ultimately I will get? Okay, with this I am presenting this one in pictorial form also. In next step what I can do, here 1/4 and 1/4 of 2 if I am taking, what it will be from a whole. If I am going for that, what I will get actually, that 2 part has been shaded. Yes, you can see. Yes, 2 part. So that means here it will be 2 into 1/4, and that is ultimately it's become 2/4. And as these two are divisible, I can write this one like half. So it can be presented like this. Yes. So out of each one part has been shaded. So in together I can write this one like that, and ultimate result in this case I am getting that is equal to 1/2. So this is the format we are going to apply in case of the multiplication of fraction. When we are going for that multiplication of a fraction with any whole number. So what will happen if it is given like that? Suppose you have asked that 1/3 of 6. Yes, 1/3 of 6. How you can write it? So let me write the question here. I am going to write 1/3 of 6. Yes, that means in this case you have asked how much it will be if I am taking 1/3 from the 6 number. So it can be written like 1/3 into 6, which is actually 1/3 into 1 will be multiplied with this 6. So what you are getting, that is equal to 6/3, and again it will be cancelled because these two are divisible by 3. So we will get 2. Yes. So in this way you can say that multiplication and of, they both of them have the same function. So of can be presented by multiplication. Okay, now come to the next part of this chapter. Already we have discussed about the function of. Yes, and it presents the operation of multiplication. So let's come to this example. Here I have written, suppose you have asked you have to find out the 1/3 of half. So how much it will be if you have asked to present that number? So how can you write this on 1/3 of half? We can write it like 1/3 into 1/2, because already I have told that of is that equal with the operation of multiplication. So here how can I multiply? That numerator will be multiplied and denominator will be together multiplied. So numerator into numerator from the both the fraction, and denominator into denominator of the both the fraction. So what we are getting here, it will become 1/6. Now I am going to present this one in graphical form, in a picture. Let's see with a diagram. Let it be, I have taken one circle and I am going to divide this one in 3 equal parts. Okay, now I am shading one part of this. Let me shade it. One part I am shading. This is the 1/3 of this circle. Now this is 1/3 of this circle. That shaded part is 1/3. You have asked how much it will be of 1/3 of this. It's half of this 1/3. So for that what I can do? I can divide this one in half. Half of this one. Yes, this is the line. So if you can go in details, what you can see, this one will be the 1/6 of that. Because if I am dividing all of them in half, So by that you can say that it will be that half of that, one half of that shaded one will be how much, if this is the total number, so that one will be, you can find out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, from that it is only 1, so you are getting 1/6 of that circle is shaded. If you have asked, if that question has been given half of 1/3 has been shaded, so you can present it like that, so your answer will be 1/6. Okay, so after that I think you all are clear. Now come to a different concept where we will discuss about when we are going to multiply two proper fraction. What will be the value? What changes you will find in that? Okay, let me take one example. Will it be bigger or smaller than each of the fraction? Let me take for proper fraction I am taking, let it be 2/3, and I am multiplying here, let it be 1/5. Yes, I am multiplying these two. The result, what I will get? The result will be definitely 2 into 1/3 into 5. That means it will be 2/15. Now, can you tell me, is it bigger than any of them? That result is, that value we are getting after the multiplication, is it bigger than each of them? No, it is not. How you can see? Let me check all these numbers. If I am changing to the like fraction, here 2/3, I am changing this one to like fraction, so I am multiplying this one by 5, so I am getting 10/15. Okay, that one 1/5, if I am multiplying this one by 3, I will get that like fraction, that is will be 3/15. These are the two individual fractions I have got here. Are they smaller than that? No. Here you can see when two proper fraction has been multiplied, the result we will get, it will always be less than that given numbers. So what we can write here, 2/3, that is greater than the result we are getting here, that is equal to 2/15, and 1/5 is also greater, because it is when we have changed this one in like fraction, you have seen it is 3/15, so that is also greater than that number. Okay. So one concept is clear now. In case of the multiplication of two proper fraction, the result you will get, it will be always smaller than that each of the fraction given. Now come to that next one where we will work with two improper fraction. What will happen? Let's see. In case of improper fraction, as you have seen in the whole numbers, when we are multiplying two whole numbers, you can recall that let it be I am taking 4 and 5. These are the whole numbers. The product of this number always will be greater than each of them. Yes or no? Yes. 20 is greater than 4. Here 20 is greater than 5. So this happens in case of the whole number, but in proper fraction we have seen that just opposite thing is happening. So what will happen in case of the improper fraction? Let's come to that one. I am giving you one example for that. Let it be I am taking 7/3, another number let be 5/2. These two are improper fraction. You can see here in both the cases the numerator is bigger and the denominator is the smaller. So if I am multiplying these two, what I will get? 7 into 5/3 into 2, that is equal to 35/6. So here it will be whatever number you are getting. Let's compare. Is it bigger or smaller than this? So what we will do now, I will change these all three number to like fraction, which is 5/2, and that is 35/6. So when I am changing all of them in like fraction, what I will get, that all the denominators will be 6, because it is 6 and these two also give 6. How can I make it 6? If I am multiplying this one by 2, I will get 14/6. This one if I am multiplying by 3, I will get 15/6, and that result it was 35/6. Now tell me, are they bigger? That individual numbers, are they bigger than the result? No. Here you can see the result is bigger than individual number. Yes, it is bigger. The result hand is bigger. Yes, from the individual number. So these are the things we have learned in this part. Okay, let's come to the exercise. I hope you can solve, and this concept will help you to solve the whole exercise. Okay, and come to the exercise. In next part we will discuss about something more, and obviously something hard. about this topic.